Once we've seen that the sheep has been killed and skinned, and now is when the women's involvement starts. They've taken the stomach immediately and they're rinsing it out. So you can actually see that this is what the sheep has been feeding on. The straw, there's corn and excrement, obviously. So the women take this out quickly, and that's the lining of the stomach, and they give it a good rinse. And now is when the women's work starts. They've cleaned the stomach lining, as you've seen, and they've just explained to me that what we're going to do now is take it to the kitchens and start preparing the first dish.
Now he's going to take all the bad things that the shit, no?
The excrement, yeah?
Yes, that he was already have it inside.
Okay.
Now he's gonna.
So he's flushing it out, basically.
Yes, he's flushing it out with her mouth. You see?
Oh yes, you can see.
Finish. Now we're gonna. That is the work of the woman. This is the heart.
These are the lungs, and Hanan has asked Mohammed to cut it open a bit so she can see the insides, and she's examined the quality of the meat, and she's been looking for these little yellow marks, and which it's had some actually, and because she's found them, we can't eat this. She hasn't deemed it hasn't passed inspection. She hasn't deemed it good enough to eat.
We need this for to say that we kill one macho.
So you keep the penis.
Yes.
So you don't cook it then?
We cook it, pero after a little while.
Okay. And what do you cook with this?
We're gonna do a tagine with it.
A tagine?
Yes.
Okay. Hanan, how old were you when you first started helping at home with the Fiesta del Cordero?
10 years old. Yeah, because my father used to be butcher.
Yeah. Ah, my father was a butcher.
Yeah, and my father too. My father was a butcher, and we used to kill about 4 sheep each Fiesta of Cordero.
It really does have a pungent smell. Combination of manure and straw.
The first things when we go to buy the sheep in the Fiesta of the Cordero, we see the teeth of the sheep, because he still doesn't have teeth in the top.
No
He's
teeth.
still very, very, very young.
Most of the hair on the muzzle and the horns will stay on, and they're going to start cooking it on charcoal, but a bit further down in the field, because the smell of burning hair is strong and unpleasant. But that's why, so at the moment she's just removing the excess fur, and now Fatima's going to go and start roasting it. Nothing goes to waste is the fact that even what was inside the intestines and the stomach is now being eaten by the chickens. So on one pinchito skewer you'll have heart, kidney, liver.
Yes, like
Okay.
a cocktail.
A cocktail.
Yes.
An intestinal cocktail.
Yeah.
God, that smells wonderful. And
And this is the stronger one. Be careful because it's strong.
don't
This
get that
is
in your eyes.
The
Chili.
Chili.
There is a lot to prepare and cook, so you're eating all day. Eating and cooking all day.
Each thing is a plate.
Today's menu. For starters, we have pinchitos, which are made from the liver, heart and kidney. skewered with loads of different spices, in an onion, coriander and parsley marinade. Second, they'll be making a tagine with the stomach, the intestines and the spiced tomatoes and chickpeas. So it'll be more like a stew. And then finally, you can see the head behind me. They'll be steaming that, and they'll be using the flesh and presenting the head on top of couscous. And the interesting thing that I've learned is the brains are kept for breakfast. And they're used the next morning with tomatoes and eggs, and it's breakfast. And now it's time to make up the pinchitos. You've got the spices and we're going to get the marinade. It's going to be pinchitos like we've never had before. I've never had pinchitos made with kidneys and liver and heart. I'm taking this to Lela, who's in the kitchen, and she'll be using this marinade with the herbs and onions for the tripe tagine. In the background, we've got Kevin prepping the charcoal for the pinchitos. Now, here they eat, or as part of the Fiesta de Cordero, they eat throughout the day, so it's a gradual process. They kill the lamb, they start prepping the first ingredients, which are basically the offal and the intestines, and they start cooking. Then they start prepping another set of ingredients or another dish that they're preparing with a different part of the lamb, and then they eat again, and that's how it works. This is smelling good.
I don't know.
You've
prepared it with the white.
I've prepared it. It's going to be fantastic.
Both of you have kicked me out of the cooking.
We have. We took over the women's work. And we're letting you do the manly bit. The slaughtering and the cooking on the fire.
You don't like this?
You want this, Lara? What do you want?
So how long does this, would it take a family to go through this? They eat it over a few days, don't they?
Yes, for a whole week that they have the meat here.
Yeah.
Because this place we do it for tagine. This place. And this.
So the
The
back
neck.
and the neck.
The back and the neck we do it for tagine.
Okay.
And we get a bit of pieces of meat from the sheep. Like this.
Yes, okay. You
That
get
is
some
beside the
fleshier
bone.
chunks.
It is beside the bone for to make nice keften, like this piece. You still have water here. Can touch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you can
See
actually.
the water?
Yeah, you can see it.
He has
Look.
to dry.
It's very fleshy.
It is traditional to share out the meat. About a third of it is given away to friends and neighbours, whilst another third is donated to the poor and needy. We may have slaughtered an animal, but the way in which every part of it is utilised, from the intestines to the fur, and the fact that all the meat is eaten and partly donated to the poor, makes me feel that we have celebrated this creature.
That is one spectacular meal. It's been a really incredible day, actually, right from the beginning to the end. When I first arrived, I was filled with trepidation and I was quite anxious about the killing of the beast. But
It's really fun.
Yeah, it has been really fun, actually. I wouldn't have thought it would be, but it has been. I mean, the actual, killing was a little bit traumatic. I didn't want to look. I was holding onto Ricky's shoulder and I was squeezing tight. And I'm sure he felt it. But then once it was done and once the sheep died, you just get on with it. And it was actually really interesting. So.
And you just go on it to help her?
Yes, exactly. So do you think I did well?
You did all right or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How many stars you give out of 10?
I think 10.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Aisha.
You're going with a gold medal then.
Yeah, definitely. I have been blown away by the warmth of the people I have met, and the majesty of Morocco is awe-inspiring. It is a noble country, rich in honor, tradition, beauty and passion. This is the bloodline of Morocco, and it runs through the veins of its people. I may be sad to leave Asila and the wonderful people I've met here, but I know that the next stage of my journey shall continue to inspire me.